Alright, Star Wars fans, I just checked out Skeleton Crew and I'm going to go ahead and review episodes 1 and 2. No, I did not mean for any of that to rhyme, but let's just get right into the review. Okay, so this was a series that, I went in with low expectations. I knew this was like a kid's show to get kids interested in Star Wars, but because it's part of the Star Wars canon, obviously adult fans like myself are gonna watch it. So I wasn't expecting much, but I was pleasantly surprised. Episode 1, I actually had a lot of fun with. We are following the character of Wim and Neil. They're basically like these little kids who just go to school but have, bigger dreams. They want to do something important in the galaxy. They don't want to just have like a basic career on their planet. And Wim is basically like wanting to be a Jedi, and he's got this fascination with the Jedi. He's playing with action figures, he's studying the Jedi, he is basically a Star Wars fan. Just like us, but in the actual Star Wars universe, so that was pretty cool to see. Now, I will say episode 1, the one big negative that I had with it was that it just felt too generic. It didn't really feel like Star Wars to me. It just felt like a futuristic, like, kids' adventure story. It didn't feel like Star Wars. Until the end of episode 1, that's when everything started to pick up and it got a little more interesting. But yeah, I liked episode 1, we've got likable characters. I thought the show was charming and lighthearted. But I did think some of the child acting wasn't that great at certain moments. I thought the script was a little weak, and I thought the visuals were pretty weak in a few different parts. So for episode 1 of Star Wars Skeleton Crew, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. I thought it was just above average, and it got me interested in the story, which was the job of the first episode. Now let's move on to episode 2. This one I liked a lot more. It was all about the kids, basically making this little mini team and trying to get home, but they end up on a pirate world. And just watching them interact with all of these different pirates was just a lot of fun. The pirates are trying to hustle the kids for their credits and everything, and then, they're on the run. They bump into some of the pirates we saw at the beginning of episode 1. There is a really, really cool droid battle. Like, it actually kind of blew me away a little bit. Like, I was not expecting it to be that good. Basically, this droid right here, I totally forgot his name. I think it's like something 33, but he is badass. He just took down a whole bunch of pirates. And this dude is powerful. He was like just falcon punching people up in the air. It was really, really entertaining. There was also some mystery that is really, really intriguing. The planet that the kids are from, I believe it was called At Adin or At Adalin. It apparently doesn't exist, and it's a myth of this like paradise planet with all these, treasures and everything. So that's really, really interesting. Then at the end of the episode, the kids get thrown into jail and they meet Jude Law's Jedi character, which was just a really cool sight to see. And I'm sure Wim is going to be a massive fan of this character because, like I said, he's a big fan of the Jedi. So yeah, episode 2 I really liked. I thought the pacing was good, the action, the acting was better. There's mystery and suspense. It was just a really, really fun episode, so I'm going to give episode 2 a 7.5 out of 10. This show has been getting really good reviews, and I can see why. It just seems like a really fun, lighthearted adventure in the Star Wars world. I'm really excited for episode 3 now next week, and this show has me intrigued. It's got my interest. So guys, let me know down below in the comments what you thought about Star Wars Skeleton Crew episode 1 and 2. Does it have you interested in this series, and are you going to continue to watch it? This just feels like a breath of fresh air, something that's not, super intertwined with like the Skywalker saga and all that. It's just like its own little lighthearted side mission. And I am liking it so far, so I will definitely be reviewing episode 3 next week, so stay tuned for that video. This show really surprised me. I thought it was going to be terrible, and it was actually pretty good.